So you got a movie with a mostly black cast, directed by a black director who's also an openly gay man. And not only just that, even though it's spelled very differently, he and I kind of share the same last name. Yet there wasn't any gay in this movie. Hashtag make it blacker, make it gayer. That's my motto. But did I still enjoy it? And welcome to my Safe Gayven, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me and clicking on another video here on the Black Gay Comic Geek channel. If this is your first time checking out my channel and checking out one of my videos, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael. I call myself the Black Gay Comic Geek, and I always say the things that I love to talk about on my channel has blood, sex, gore, and magic, or any variation of the force. I like to talk superheroes, horror movies, action movies, animated movies, sci-fi, video games, comic books, fantasy, and of course I like to talk about black representation and queer representation. So if that's something that you're interested in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, become one of my Safe Gayven ears. About 53% of the people that are watching my videos are currently unsubscribed right now. So if you're one of those 53% that are watching my videos that aren't subscribed, come on over, hit the subscribe button. If you like the videos, if you like the content, if you like the commentary, become one of my Safe Gayven ears. Help me hit another milestone on this channel of hitting 8,000 subscribers, 9,000 subscribers, 10,000, etc., 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 so that we can continue to build the Safe Gayven. Watch, like, share, comment, interact on this video for the all gay rhythm. But with that said, we are here to talk non-spoilers for the Haunted Mansion. No, not the 2003 Eddie Murphy version. And funny enough, it wasn't until I saw the movie that I realized the Eddie Murphy version was basically this same movie. And so this movie is just a reboot of that original Eddie Murphy version. I never saw the original Eddie Murphy version. Just based on the trailer, it looked terrible. And then I heard it was actually terrible. But the trailers for this, I was like, this actually looks pretty good. And especially the thing that got me more intrigued is, again, the fact that it was a mostly all-black cast directed by a black director, Simeon, who most people know as the director of both the TV show version and the movie version of Dear White People. And another milestone with this is he becomes now the 6th black director and first openly black gay director to be given the opportunity to direct a budgeted movie of over $100 million. Again, as of right now, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm correct on this, Simeon, there's only been 6 black directors in Hollywood history that have been allowed to direct a movie with an over $100 million budget. The first was F. Gary Gray with one of the Fast and Furious movies. I think it was Fate of the Furious. The second was Ryan Coogler with Black Panther, the first Black Panther. The second is Ava DuVernay with A Wrinkle in Time. Next is Stephen Caple Jr. with Transformers, Rise of the Beast. Nia DaCosta is, well, I guess now, technically, because the Marvels hasn't come out yet, but Nia DaCosta with the Marvels, and now, and Justin Simeon with Haunted Mansion. Crazy that it's only been 6. Not movies that have made over $100 million, but no, the budget is over $100 million. It's only been 6. But with that said, the movie is based off the Haunted Mansion ride at a company which I'm not going to necessarily name because it is a struck company. Granted, I'm still allowed to do reviews as a critic, so I'm still allowed to do that, but I'm not going to, just for the sake of purposes, to be, safe, so I'm not because I'm not sure, because yeah, I'm allowed to do reviews, but I'm not sure what I'm fully allowed, like if I could even say the name of the company that's making this movie. But it's based on a ride from a company that's a struck company. Pay your workers, pay your actors, pay your VFX artists, etc., etc. So yeah, it's based off a ride, but the synopsis for the movie Haunted Mansion is: a woman and her son enlist a motley crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural squatters. And this movie is starring Lakey Stanfield, Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Tiffany Haddish, Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek, which I've never seen, but he's also in the movie, Hassan Minaj, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jared Leto. There's a lot of big names in this movie. But big names or not, did the story actually deliver? Is this movie a movie worth watching or worth even creating? And well, suffice to say, I am happily able to report that I was very surprised in a very good way watching this movie. I enjoyed this movie way more than I thought I was going to. Yes, the trailers looked interesting, and yes, the trailers looked good, but I didn't think I would enjoy this movie as much as I did. And the main drawing point of this movie, the main selling point, and the character that I enjoyed watching the most in this movie was the storyline and the character played by Lakey Stanfield, who plays a paranormal guide named Ben. And I gotta tell you, like, I've always really been a fan of Lakey Stanfield. I think the first time I've seen him was probably Get Out. I think I might have seen him before that, but I've seen him in so many other things like The Harder They Fall, the movie, the photo book with Issa Rae. What else? Atlanta, Death Note, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend Death Note, but Uncut Gems, and a whole bunch of other things. And he's always impressed me in every single role that he's been in. But with this particular role, like, there were just certain moments that Lakey Stanfield, like, he almost had me crying in this movie. And I was definitely tearing up. And who would have thought I'd be tearing up in a Haunted Mansion movie? And so with that, like, this movie, obviously, yes, with it being a kid's movie based in a kid's ride for a kid's theme park, it is very cheesy. There are definitely some cheesy moments in the movie, but there's also a lot of heart and a lot of emotion in this movie. A lot of it coming from Lakey Stanfield. And then also, funny enough, I'm happy to report, because a lot of times when I see Tiffany Haddish in a movie, a lot of times she's always playing, because she's a comedian. She's always playing the funny girl. She can never really, or she hasn't really got outside of that in this movie. And also in a lot of the roles that she's in, she annoys me a lot with regards to the roles and characters that she played. But I think she also did a very good job. And not to say like she deserves an Oscar for her performance in this movie, but she did a very good job as the medium spiritualist, Harriet. And like, I really enjoyed watching her character. And obviously it's still Tiffany Haddish. You're still gonna get some comedy in Tiffany Haddish moments, but she wasn't just the comedic, she wasn't just there to be the funny person. She wasn't just there to be the fall guy or the foil in the movie. Like, her character had range. There were moments that she also got emotional, but nothing hit me as much as Lakey Stanfield. And there was not even it wasn't just the entire movie, but there was one scene in particular where Lakey Stanfield, like, there was just an emotional moment in the movie, and like, I was like his acting performance, like, I was about to start bawling in the movie. That's how much he had me in terms of the emotion in this movie. And I wasn't expecting to get, I thought, being that it's based off a ride, I thought it was just gonna be a thrill ride in the movie. Like, it's a haunted mansion, you're dealing with ghosts and all of that. But like, yeah, like Lakey Stanfield, like, I cannot talk enough about Lakey Stanfield's performance in this movie. Like, that was the thing that drew me and impressed me the most about this movie. But even outside of that, just the chemistry and dynamic between all of these actors, Lakey Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Rosario Dawson, etc. Like, I really enjoyed seeing all of these characters and actors interacting with each other. And then not only just that, but the storyline of the Haunted Mansion, like, I thought it was fun. Like, it felt like just the storyline, like, it made sense once you watch the movie. You're like, oh, I can see this being based off a roller coaster or a theme park ride. Like, it definitely felt like a theme park in terms of just the way the story went and the up and down narrative of the story, and then also getting together this ragtag group of spiritual experts, quote unquote, and how that all played and tied together in the movie to get them all together, to get the storyline and the mystery of the storyline and how these ghosts and why these ghosts are haunting this particular mansion. Like, it was all fun to watch. And I definitely got to say a special shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis, because even though I knew she was in the movie because it said it in the credits featuring Jamie Lee Curtis, the whole time I was watching the movie, I'm like, where is she? Where is she? And it wasn't until the very end credits that I was like, oh my God, that was Jamie Lee Curtis? Like, she completely, I feel like she kind of like fully transformed for that particular role. I'm not going to say what role she is, just in case other people maybe don't figure it out. But I was like, oh, wow, I did not even know that was her. So I really enjoyed that performance that she did as that character. And also, like, shout out to Jared Leto. I also think he did a really good job playing the main villain of the movie. And granted, it was a much better villain than he played as the Joker in the Suicide Squad movies or the Justice League movies. So that was at least good, because I hated his Joker, but I liked his, I don't even remember the name of the main villain, but I liked him as the main villain. And last thing I'll say about the movie, like talking about when I say make it black or make it gay, obviously I'm not like fully serious about why is there no gay character, even though I am, because again, representation matters and representation equals normalization. And a lot of times when I say stuff like that, when I'm like, where's the gay character? People automatically think, oh, it's a movie. Why do you want to have, sex and all that? I didn't say anything about sex. I just said a gay character. You had straight characters. Damn near every character in this movie was straight. I didn't say anything about sex. I just said a gay character. But the thing that going more into the movie, the thing that I really appreciated about this, supernatural fantasy genre, is something that you don't see a lot of, is the fact that it was surrounded by a mostly black cast. You got to see black people interacting in these supernatural fantasy circumstances. And again, that's not something that you get a lot of times when it comes to us. A lot of times if you do see a supernatural or sci-fi horror or anything like that with a mostly black cast, it's very low budget. It's not that high of a budget or anything like that, but I'm glad to see things starting to slowly turn around. We got Lovecraft Country, we got Jordan Peele's Get Out and Nope and Us. Even though I heard it wasn't that good, you still got black people, mostly black cast in the show Them, and a bunch of other fantasy sci-fi horror properties with a proper and adequate budget. And it's not to say every single black or one of my favorite movies to come out, I think, of last year, His House, horror movie with why am I drawing a blank on her name, from the sister from Lovecraft Country, and she was also Wumi Masaku. There we go. Very rare, especially in the sci-fi fantasy genre, do you get to see black main characters or black characters that are more than just the sidekick or the best friend. Like, even think about Lando Calrissian. Yeah, he was a main character in Star Wars, but what was he? Han's best friend. Or even think about Rhodey in Iron Man. Yeah, he was a main character, but who was he? Tony Stark's best friend. And don't get me started on Secret Invasion. I'm gonna have to do a separate review on the Secret Invasion. I was sick when the show first started, so that's why, because usually from the Marvel Disney Plus shows, I review every single episode. I usually go live for every single episode, but because like the first 3 episodes I was sick, and so by then I was just like, all right, I'm gonna probably just wait till it ends. But I definitely have some thoughts on the finale of Secret Invasion, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Haunted Mansion, and I really enjoyed the movie. I would probably watch it again. I wouldn't rush to the theater to watch it again like I would, say, Turtles or Barbie, but if there was somebody that I knew that hadn't seen Haunted Mansion, I would go watch it again just to gauge their reaction to the movie. So I would totally recommend checking out Haunted Mansion. I had a lot of fun. I was thoroughly impressed by it. Again, more so with Lakey Stanfield. And not to say I didn't think he's a good actor. I didn't think he, all the other roles that I've seen him in, I didn't think he was good. I just wasn't expecting that level of emotion from him and his character. So yeah, Haunted Mansion, definitely a fun watch. I really enjoyed it. And so with that said, once you guys get to check out Haunted Mansion, are you even interested in checking out Haunted Mansion? Or if you've seen Haunted Mansion, let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you can, hit that thumbs up button. Please hit. Actually smash that thumbs up button. It'll really help with the YouTube algorithm and getting this video out there, getting my channel out there, so more eyes can get on my channel, more eyes can get on my videos, and other people can hopefully watch, like, share, comment, interact on this video for the All Gay Rhythm, and subscribe. Tell your friends, families, and neighbors about my channel to help me continue to grow. If this is your first time checking out one of my videos, please check out the other videos on my channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe for more. And with that, be on the lookout for the next video. I do believe that Talk to Me comes out today, so I do want to try to see that. What else? I still have to see They Clone Tyrone, so I have to review that. Heartstoppers is coming out soon, talking about some gay stuff. Speaking of more gay stuff, Red, White, and Royal Blue is coming out soon. I'm actually almost done with the book. I'm probably 100 pages from finishing the book. So yeah, again, hit the bell notification to be alerted for every single time I post a new video, because there's a couple videos coming down the pipe. And with that, yeah, we're out. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.